this is something that I think all of us have been asking Microsoft for a very long time. And you know what? It's about time that we get some of these types of announcements along the way. I feel like Microsoft has the ability to go out of their way and make sure that these things happen. And that's exactly what I'm looking for as a fan, so that we can actually get some of the benefits of them as a huge company making all of this money and things like that. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm kind of asking for, and this should be a pretty interesting video along the way as well. So why don't we go ahead and get started, because hey, why not? What's up, everybody? I am Crap Gamer, and this is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Please take time out of your day to like the video and possibly consider subscribing if you already haven't done so. I would be very much appreciated. I do daily gaming content, and so this is exactly the type of stuff that I know a lot of you are looking for and excited about. So anyway, I wanted to get into this. We know that Microsoft bought Activision. We know that there's a lot of kind of stuff going on there, but we've been asking Microsoft to do this for a little while now, and finally it looks like they might be kind of getting off their backsides and doing that. And hey, I gotta be one that says this is cool stuff to really kind of see how this kind of works out. Microsoft is looking to revive the licenses for Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which I know that probably pleases a lot of you. First of all, as a game collector, the Deadpool games have skyrocketed in price since the Deadpool and Wolverine movie came out. So, again, in one hand, it's like cool. I would hope that they could revive the IP and kind of get the licenses back. Same thing with the Transformers ones. On the other hand, I'm enjoying having the games that are quite expensive to get and just growing even more so. So anyway, Marvel's gaming efforts have expanded significantly over the course of recent years, as you might know, but there's plenty of older licensed Marvel titles that are fondly remembered, and now that are pretty much next to completely inaccessible thanks to expired licenses. Some of these fan favorites, however, might be making a comeback. That's per this insider, but still take this with a grain of salt, who claimed on a podcast that Microsoft is attempting to get the licenses renewed for the Xbox One ports of Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance, both of which were originally published by Activision, and both titles, of course, have become exceedingly difficult to find in recent years, having been delisted following expired licenses. Though, given the popularity of the characters in those games, it would make sense that Microsoft may try and bring them back. Now, whether or not this actually leads to something remains to be seen, but both of those games are fan favorites, to say the least, so there's going to be no shortage of demand for them to see the light of day. And you know what, listen, I think that's a really cool thing if they can actually get that and make that kind of become a thing, because let's just be real about it. Microsoft has been very much in this kind of weird situation where they bought Activision, but a lot of the stuff that they've done with Activision hasn't really paid off yet for the fans. I mean, yeah, they put the newest Call of Duty out into Game Pass or whatever, but I think many of us are looking at the situation and trying to figure out what they can be doing to improve things along the way. I love the fact that we're getting some of this stuff, but like I said, I don't believe all of this until we kind of get a better idea what's going to be happening long term or whatever. Microsoft is on, I think, the right path with some of this stuff. I really wish they could figure out their messaging a little bit better. For me, I think that for what they're trying to do is a little bit of a strange situation, because us as fans, we all kind of want these games, and we want things to kind of progress a certain way, and when things aren't progressing a certain way, I think we all kind of question what they're actually doing as a company. And what I mean by that is quite simple. So Microsoft bought Activision, and here we are all these months later, and there hasn't been a whole ton that they've actually been adding to. They haven't really added to value of Game Pass, despite the fact that Game Pass has gone up in price multiple times now. So hopefully that's something that they can do. I'm not saying that Game Pass is not a good deal or what have you, because I think Game Pass is a fairly good deal. What I'm saying is, obviously continuing to raise
the prices on that and not giving people anything in return, I think is a very kind of crappy situation, to say the least. And Microsoft is going to have kind of troubles if they can't do something to kind of increase this. Now, one of the things that people thought was, hey, they have all these type of games, IP and stuff, that these games came out on the Xbox 360 and things like that, and why not go ahead and do that? Like, Marvel is popular again, but they have no games to really take advantage of that. So you know we're kind of in this weird situation where we're kind of holding our breath and just hoping that something good comes from this. So I honestly hope that they can get their act together and and get all that stuff kind of worked out for the fans first and foremost. I think, like, obviously the thing that most of us want as Xbox fans or Xbox owners is just to have a platform that is ready to kind of go out there and do something and be of value. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be something really, really cool. So, I do think that that's something that fans kind of would want to see. You know what I mean? And reviving this, working with Marvel in order to revive the license for Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance would be a first step. Originally published by Activision, they lost their rights to these several years ago, resulting in the games no longer being available. This actually points to Xbox plans to capitalize on the massive success on Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine film by re-releasing Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance ports. Activision, which was recently acquired by Microsoft, originally published these, but Marvel now retains the rights to these games and characters, which has made it so that the games have been unable to be purchased. Nothing's been officially confirmed at this time, but hey, this would be awesome. They also noted that the possibility of relicensing could lead to further Marvel titles being brought back to Xbox. Similar rumors have circulated in the past to indicate that there are other Activision titles that are stuck with licensing issues, and renewed partnerships between Marvel and Xbox could see them re-released as well. These games include X-Men Origins Wolverine and Hawk Ultimate Destruction. I tell you what, I would love X-Men Origins Wolverine to get re-released and be able to kind of go out there and buy that game and enjoy that game again, because that is such a fun game to play, and really ahead of its time with the gore and all that kind of stuff. I thought that they did such a fantastic job with it, and yeah, would love to see that happen. Insomniac Games is the video game developer behind PlayStation's Marvel's Spider-Man, announced it was developing a Wolverine game in 2021. While the release date of it has been yet to be confirmed, Marvel's ties with Sony and Insomniac Games may make it difficult for Microsoft and Xbox to secure rights and publish old Activision games. But Marvel doesn't seem to be exclusively working with Sony when it comes to video games. An Xbox advertising campaign giving fans the chance to win a special Deadpool and Wolverine themed Xbox controller recently went viral online, and the film has been a huge success at the box office, going over $1 billion. So releasing video game content would keep the hype surrounding the franchise going strong. It remains to be seen if the recent collaboration between Microsoft and Marvel may allow Activision titles to get the green light. But again, I think this would be really cool if they could actually do that. It would be awesome to see that come about, and I know a lot of you would be excited for that as well. Like, I don't think that it would be necessarily something that everybody's like, oh hey, let's do this or do that, but I do think that these are some pretty good games, and I get that maybe people want new stuff or whatever, but let's just be honest. Would that even be such a good thing? We got, like, judging by some of the superhero games we've got recently, like the Avengers, or that terrible game Arkham, whatever it is, Knights, or I mean, that game was okay, but it certainly wasn't great. And then you had Rocksteady really, really drop the ball with that terrible ass Suicide Squad game. Like, oh my gosh, just so bad. I don't understand it. Like, people keep letting Sweet Baby Inc. near these games, and it absolutely is destroying them. And then these studios close up, and people are like, why is everybody closing up shop? Why is nobody buying these games? Well, let's just tell you why. Because these companies like Sweet Baby Inc. keep pushing these stuff that, you know, gamers don't want. You know, you have to understand that, to be honest with you, you know, there's a certain way about some of these things, and you know, I want to see what the future holds for some of it as well. But you know, it's like when the majority of your fans are wanting something similar to like the Batman Arkham games or whatever, it never made any sense to me to go out there and do something completely different like that. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.